A woman dies when a tree falls on a car parked at Pearson Park in Anaheim.
Christina Pascucci live at the scene this morning with more on this tragedy. Good morning.
Good morning to you. And just shortly here, we will hear from the city directly about their response to this and their actions being taken to figure out the cause of this tree that tumbled down. I'll give you a look here live at the scene at Pearson Park. We're on the south side, and you can see that the tree that fell, it's just the stump of it now, and it's fenced off. To the right, there are some flowers that people have left behind to honor the woman who was killed, that we learned earlier this morning is 62-year-old Maria de la Luz Cruz. She was sitting in her SUV while her family was at the park, and the tree suddenly came barreling down. It was a bur oak tree, and we don't know if the family witnessed the incident itself or the aftermath, but per people who were here and neighbors, it was a sunny day about 3 p.m. There was no wind, no weather situation. So what was it that was the cause? Anaheim police and fire responded to the scene. The tree was massive, so it was really tough to get it off of the car. But sadly, they did pronounce Maria dead on scene. I spoke to a lifelong Anaheim resident, Ray Hernandez, who questioned if the trees were dead, and listened to what he said.
And this is really a sad situation, especially losing them alive because of one tree that should have been attended to.
All right, and Mike Lister of the city of Anaheim now. Thank you so much for joining us. I know first you were saying you're feeling, very sorry for the family, of course.
Of course, our hearts go out to the family. This is a tragic, unthinkable loss, and our hearts go out to them, and our sincere condolences go to the family at this time.
So the city's response, of course, very important in all this, trying to figure out what happened. And some people were saying they saw some rotting around the base of the tree, and you also wanted to address that head on.
Yes, we certainly want to address that. To the untrained eye, they may look at the tree that came down or the trees that are just behind me and think perhaps they look brown. What they need to know is that these trees actually go dormant during winter, and that's what we see behind us here. They may look a little bit brown, but they are actually living, thriving trees. And our initial assessment last night of the fallen tree is that there was no reason to believe it was not a living, thriving tree as well.
You do daily inspections here, especially after weather events like the recent rain and winds that we saw. You've taken parts of this tree. What are the next steps in terms of it's a forensic arborist that will look at it?
That is correct. So we have taken 3 core pieces of the tree, the base, the trunk of the tree, and that will be the subject of a thorough analysis by a forensic arborist. They will look at the condition of the tree and try and assess and come up with some sort of reason why this tree came down. That will take place starting this week and take place over the next couple of weeks.
Right. Mike Lister, City of Anaheim, thank you so much for your time. As you heard, the investigation continues. The city also plans to go and visit the family and express their condolences, see what they can do to help them during this unimaginable time. Again, 62-year-old Maria de la Luz Cruz was killed here yesterday. I'm Christina Pascucci reporting live. I'll send it back to you.